had failed a perk test in the past, and he wanted to sell, and we were newer to the market, and our realtor goes, oh, well, someone will still buy that. That's such a desirable area, and to have that big of a parcel, someone will absolutely still buy that, because at the end of the day, if a property fails a perk test, you can solve for it. You can bring in enough fill dirt, you can talk to a soil environmental consultant and make it work with an engineered septic and some modifying of the land, but it's expensive. And so for all intents and purposes, a lot of places, if a lot fails a perk test, nobody wants it because there's plenty others to build on. But if you have, a hugely desirable area with an oversized lot like the one I'm thinking of, someone will eat that cost and probably pay not the price they would have otherwise, but still pay a margin for that lot if there's enough demand. And so that's really the point. What is the supply and demand? And will someone pay the cost to mitigate the problem with the lot?
And it starts with putting the end in mind at the beginning of this all. And go back and watch our YouTube video that we talk about matching your buyer to your product. You got to think about who your buyer is. Where if your product is something really, really beautiful and there are these issues with it, it's okay. But if it's just going to be something that is so cost prohibitive that whoever the end buyer is, I mean, I had a deal in New York that we looked at that going to be an amazing minor subdivision that, killer deal. Nothing showed up on the federal level, but there was New York State specific wetlands on the property that were protected, that it was going to cost, I think, almost $1 million in impact fees to be able to do anything with it. And the homes in the neighborhood were like 400 grand. Like it just couldn't make sense. Now, but with that being said, if someone wanted to buy that land as hunting land and build a small house on one portion of it, so where they're only having to impact a little bit, totally different, just against our investment thesis.